What is up, guys? Fred here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome newcomers. Today is the final part to our top 3 series on the best support cards for the new boss units we're getting in Clan Collection Volume 1 and 2. Today we'll be talking about Shadow Paladin, Spike Brothers, and Tachikaze. We went through every clan in alphabetical order, so if you missed out on any of the other videos of your favorite clan, then just go look at my uploaded videos. This was my first video series ever. I had a lot of fun doing it. I plan on some more other cool stuff on this channel. So please leave a like and subscribe. This would help out a lot and mean the world to me. Hey guys, Editing Fred here. It seems that in the feels of the moment I forgot to mention the usual. No reprints from this set are going to be included in my top 3s, as my goal is to help you know what cards to get or buy outside of this specific clan collection to support these new builds. And remember to stay tuned till the end of the video, as I'll share my personal full deck list for these decks. Now back to the video. Enough chit chat, let's have a look at our Shadow Paladins and its brand new cards. Starting things off with Dark Armor Revenger Renal. His skill reads auto on Vanguard and Rearguard Circle. When this unit's attack or the attack it boosted hits a Vanguard, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 card with Revenger in its card name from among them, reveal it and put it into your hand, and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. Then auto, when this unit is retired from Rearguard Circle by your card's ability, cost Soul Blast 1. Your opponent chooses one of their rearguards and retires it. Then a pretty comeback from Dark Cloak Revenger Tartu. Her new skill reads auto, when this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle or Rearguard Circle from hand, cost Soul Blast 1, search your deck for up to 1 grade 1 or less card with Revenger in its card name, call it to Rearguard Circle, and shuffle your deck. At the end of that turn, retire that unit. And here's a big one, Revenger Raging Form Dragon. His new skill reads auto, when this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, if your damage zone has 4 or more cards, cost Counterblast 1. Search your deck for up to 1 grade 2 or less card with Revenger in its card name, call it to Rearguard Circle, and shuffle your deck. Then auto on Vanguard Circle, at the end of the battle this unit attacked, cost retire 3 rearguards with Revenger in their card names, choose up to 1 grade 3 card with Revenger in its card name from your hand, and write it as stand. The long-awaited return of Raging Form and the Revengers is finally here, and I cannot wait to play with them. Multiple Vanguard attacks and 3 force markers spamming is really good.
Hello, Gear Chronicles.
I just love the flexibility it has to write any grade 3 Revenger card from hand, which is pretty the opposite of its past self actually. It makes me hopeful for some more Revengers in the future and some more spicy combos. And with that, let's start with our first number 3 card of the day. Threncian Revenger Masquerade. His skill reads act on Rearguard Circle, cost Counterblast 1 and put this unit into your soul, call a Blaster Dart from your drop zone to Rearguard Circle, and that unit gets power plus 5k until end of turn. Then continuous on Rearguard Circle, during the battle it boosted, this unit gets power plus 3k. We might still miss the Revenger version of Blaster Dart, but it being a reprint in this set, it just blends right in with all of the Revenger support cards, like this one. Any form of revival is great, and it has the Revenger brand. Come right in, let's look at number 2, Nullity Revenger Masquerade Part 2. His skill reads auto on Vanguard and Rearguard Circle. When placed, look at 7 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 Illusionary Revenger Mordred Phantom or Blaster Dart from among them and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. If you put a card into your hand, retire one of your rearguards. Then continuous on Vanguard and Rearguard Circle, during the battle it attacked a Vanguard, this unit gets power plus 3k. Nullity Revenger searches for key parts of this deck, so it is needed for more stability and especially if Raging Form plans on writing from hand. Also, Nullity's retire one of your own rearguards part is not a cost, therefore it's not mandatory, which makes it a decent grade 2 ride target when you have an empty board. And at the top of our Revenger list, we have our number 1, Illusionary Revenger Mordred Phantom. His skill reads auto on Vanguard Circle. When your Blaster Dart is placed on Rearguard Circle, you get an imaginary gift force. Then auto on Vanguard Circle again. when it attacks. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, cost Counterblast 1, stand all of your Blaster Dart and they get power plus 10k until end of turn.
All aboard the Mordred train!
Other than Raging Form himself, here's our main superior ride target. While on Raging Form, your goal is to have 2 Blaster Darts in the front row, 3 Revengers in the back, and then superior ride this guy after your first Raging Form attacks, or after multiple Raging Form superior rides actually, and you'll then may end up making a minimum of 6 attacks. And gosh, Force Marker decks multi-attacks are annoying. Looking at you.
Bermuda Triangle?
You couldn't separate Mordred from Raging Form back in the day, and you still can't today. And with Shadow Paladin all said and done, let's move on to Spike Brothers and its new Dudley cards. The grade 1 Dudley Daisy. Her skill reads auto when this unit is placed on rearguard circle by the ability of a card with Dudley in its card name, cost Soul Blast 1. Search your deck for up to 1 grade 3 card with Dudley in its card name, call it to an open rearguard circle and shuffle your deck. At the end of that turn, put that called unit and this unit on the bottom of your deck in any order. And then the grade 2 Dudley Mason's Feet. Skill reads auto rearguard circle when this unit's attack hits. If you have a Vanguard with Dudley in its card name, cost Counterblast 1 and put this unit on the bottom of your deck. Choose up to 1 non-grade 2 card with Dudley in its card name from your hand and call it to rearguard circle. Then auto when this unit is put into your deck from rearguard circle during your turn. Choose one of your units and move all force markers from your circles to the circle that unit is on. And a very merry comeback from Demonic Lord Dudley Emperor. The skill reads auto when this unit attacks from Vanguard circle or is rode upon. Cost Counterblast 1, search your deck for up to 1 grade 2 or greater card with Dudley in its card name, call it to an open rearguard circle and shuffle your deck. Choose one of your Vanguards and it gets power plus 10k until end of turn. Then auto Vanguard circle and rearguard circle when your rearguard attacks. If you have a Vanguard with Dudley in its card name, that rearguard gets power plus 5k until end of that battle. And at the end of that battle, put that rearguard on the bottom of your deck. Spikes players are thrilled with this comeback and with good reason. We were pretty dry on Dudley support prior to these guys, and we can now build something other than a deck that relies 100% on Rising Nova, so that's great. Let's now look at our best top 3 player we want to draft for this other multi-attack force deck. Demonic Lord Dudley Lucifer. Skill reads auto on rearguard circle when placed by your card's ability, cost Soul Blast 1 and Countercharge 1. Then auto on Vanguard circle when it attacks, cost Counterblast 1 and put a rearguard into your soul, draw a card, call up to 1 card with Dudley in its card name from your hand to rearguard circle, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, that called unit gets power plus 10k until end of turn. The Dudley variant of Spike Brothers in the V-Series has a decent amount of units that require Counterblast, so this Countercharge skill will come pretty handy and makes for a great superior call target. And riding him over Emperor is not half bad, as it guarantees an additional attack for the turn that won't require an empty rearguard circle. Let's now look at our number 2 Spike Brother card, Dudley William. The skill reads auto on rearguard circle. At the end of the battle that it boosted, cost put this unit into your soul, choose one of your units and move all of the force marker on your circles to that unit's circle. Then auto when rode upon, you may call this card to rearguard circle. William is legit a dead hate bull spike on a stick with the Dudley name. I love him. In a multi-attack force deck, it's a must-have.
No questions asked.
And let's now move on to our number 1 card, Dudley Davy. His skill reads auto on Vanguard and rearguard circle when placed, cost Counterblast 1, search your deck for up to 1 non-grade 2 card with Dudley in its card name, call it to rearguard circle and shuffle your deck. Then auto on rearguard circle once per turn. When a force marker is put on this unit circle, you may soul charge 1. Includes moving the marker too. Just like Lucifer, Davy doesn't need an empty rearguard circle, which most of the new Dudleys asked for. So it's pretty good. It guarantees an extra attack. Davy's legit your best Emperor's superior call target, as he just adds another unit to the board, so he's a simple +2. Sign this guy. immediately. And now that we're done with Spike Brothers, let's look at our last clan, Tachikaze. The Dinos starting their comeback with Ancient Dragon Iguanogorg. Its skill reads auto. If this card has an equip gauge, this cost is reduced by Counterblast 1. When this unit is retired from rearguard circle by a card's ability, cost Counterblast 1 and call this card to an open rearguard circle as rest. The equip gauge it had is put into your drop when retired and called. Then auto rearguard circle once per turn. When your drive check reveals a trigger unit, put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge for this unit. And then our grade 2, Ancient Dragon Dino Crowd. Its skill reads auto on Vanguard and rearguard circle. When this unit attacks, cost Soul Blast 1 and retire a rearguard. And until end of that battle, this unit gets power plus 10k and gets power plus 5k for each of this unit's equip gauge. Then auto on rearguard circle once per turn. When your drive check reveals a trigger unit, put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge for this unit. And our final boss unit, Ancient Dragon Spinal Driver. Its skill reads auto. When this unit attacks from Vanguard circle or is rode upon, cost Counterblast 1 and retire 2 rearguards. Get an imaginary gift Excel Joy card, choose a card from your hand and call it to rearguard circle. Then choose 2 of your units and they get power plus 5k until end of turn. Then auto on rearguard circle once per turn. When your drive check reveals a trigger unit, put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge for this unit. Spino Driver is a pure Axle
Monster.
superior calling gauges being as threatening as it is, as you never know what's coming your way. This guy brings the deck to a whole other level. Being reprinted in this set are both Regiodon and Bluesprint, which both share the same ability of calling one of their equip gauges when they are retired because of one of your own card's abilities. Well, Spino Driver retires 2 of your rearguards to call one of your hand. If any of those 2 rearguards were Bluesprints or Regiodons, that's 2 or even 3 additional attacks this turn that are all gonna get boosted. It's kinda scary. By the way, that's pretty rare, but go Axel 1 or you're gonna deck out. And with that being said, let's have a look at our top 3 Tachikaze card. The mouthful, Clear Out Dragon Sweeper Rakrokanto. Its skill reads auto on rearguard circle once per turn. When it attacks a Vanguard, put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge for this unit. Then continuous on rearguard circle, this unit gets power plus 5k for each of this unit's equip gauges, and if it has 3 or more equip gauges, it cannot be chosen by your opponent's card's abilities. Sweeper is your big, fat beatstick for the deck. Stack as many equip gauges as fast as you can, and this guy will be unstoppable, because once it starts going out of hand, it becomes a real problem for your opponent. Then let's have a look at our number 2, Savage Shooter. The skill reads auto on Vanguard circle. When placed, cost Soul Blast 1, draw a card and call a card from your hand to rearguard circle. Put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge for that called unit. Then act on rearguard circle, cost rest this unit, and put a card from your drop zone face down as an equip gauge for one of your rearguards without any equip gauge. Aside from being one of the sexiest cavemans, Savage Shooter is also your best ride for this deck. A turn 1 sweeper call is massive and can easily give you the edge in a fight. And next to his sick Vanguard skill, he also has an amazing rearguard skill that allows you to choose which card to equip to one of your units, which is tremendous in this deck. He might be no dino, but he's got a powerful bite to him. And finally comes our very last top 1 support card, Extortion Dragon Spino Extort. Its skill reads auto on Vanguard and rearguard circle. When it attacks a Vanguard, cost Counterblast 1 and retire another rearguard. Draw a card and call up to 1 card from the equip gauge of the unit retired for this cost to rearguard circle. Put the top card of your deck face down as an equip gauge for that called unit. Spino Extort basically turns every single one of your units into either a Bluesprint or a Regiodon, which is insane. It adds some more multi-attack to what Spino Driver is already doing, and you can do a surprise sweeper tribute to throw off your opponent. This reptile is the most menacing of all. So yeah, if you're interested of the intricacies of V's Tachikaze, Spino Extort is the one you need. Well, that is it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like. Please subscribe. As usual, my personal deck lists are coming up for all 3 of these decks. This was my final video on the top 3 best support cards for every deck builds in Clan Collection Volume 1 and 2. Please check out the other ones. I'll see you guys soon with some more content. Peace.